I cannot stand conservatives. So regarding the whole Brian Thompson killing, there's like, you had, it's amazing. It's such an amazing phenomenon how this dude was fucking murdered and everyone is celebrating it. Everyone is worshiping the killer. It's just amazing. It amazes me. It brings people together. The fact that we're all like celebrating this fact. And it's funny because like I saw on Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh, they're like, oh, the radical left. This is what really pisses me off about freaking Matt Walsh. He's so disingenuous, man. God, I was watching his video about Brian Thompson being killed, and he was saying like, oh, this was an anti-white racist attack and disguised as being some V for Vendetta anti-capitalist, something like that. Disguised as populism or whatever the fuck. That's what he said. I'm like, holy shit, Matt, you're literally fucking paid by the fucking rich people to keep the poor people tamed. That's literally your job, to keep the poor people divided, man. And it just amazes me. Like, for example, that Jordan Neely dude or whatever in New York City, that guy that got chokehold to death. All the conservatives are like, oh yes, he was found innocent, yes. Because they thrive off of the whites and blacks fighting each other. They love that shit. They love the Black Panthers. They love the Ku Klux Klan because that division, man. They want to divide us. They don't want us to see who our true enemy is. And that is the people who pay them. That's who our enemy is. The working people of the world. But like, I just can't stand conservatives. There's two types of conservatives. There are the Nazis and the libertarians. And libertarians aren't Nazis. It's very hard to explain this stuff, but libertarians view themselves as temporarily embarrassed millionaires. And it's just sad that we live in a society where people envy wealth and they're like, oh, I wish I could be like that. No, man. Like, how about let's cure cancer? Like, why are people having all this power? That's all money is just power. Like, why are we doing that when fucking cancer still exists? We haven't conquered cancer yet we're wasting all this money and shit on fucking decadent lifestyles of the wealthiest people. It makes me fucking mad, dude. And like, I was reading the comment sections of videos, because after this, I mean, there have been so many videos on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, podcast style, but I was looking through the comments because it's fucking fun as hell to see what people have to say about videos and whatnot. And on the comments of Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh's videos, everyone's saying like, nah, dude, they're like, it's not just the left that celebrates what happened. My follow-up question to these conservatives who are supporting the actions of Luigi Maggioni or whatever, are you in favor of socialized healthcare? Like, that's the alternative to having fucking private fucking healthcare companies with people at the top making all the money from extorting working people. The alternative to that is socialized medicine, single-payer healthcare. You're in favor of socialism? Because it completely goes against our conservative, and these are the libertarian conservatives I'm talking about. Nazi conservatives, they are socialist. The Nazis are socialists. But it's such a fucking weird, and this is what I'm saying, it gets weird with politics, is like Nazis, racists, whites, nationalists, black nationalists, Jewish nationalists. It's weird because they are socialist, but they're not left-wing. They're what I call right-wing socialists. They're not inclusive, they're exclusive, and that's what makes them right-wing. And it's very complicated it's hard to explain why they're put in the same category as libertarians, but they are. They just are, and there's a reason for that, but I can't explain it in one little video on my drive to work. But Nazis are in favor of socialized healthcare and all that, but only for white people, or only for black people, or Jewish, or whatever the fuck the fucking Nazi color theme is. A communist would say healthcare for all. All communism means is come together. That's all it means, is coming together. The American Revolution was a communist, a bit complicated. The American Civil War was a communist endeavor. God damn it, you're making a turn? Damn, boy, what are you doing? Fucking dumbass truck driver. But Abraham Lincoln was a communist because It means come together as under one. E pluribus unum, literally a communist statement. Out of many, one. It's not out of one, many. It's not advocating for division and speciation. It's advocating for unity. Communism, man. One government. One state. But yeah, what motivated me to bring my laptop to work so I could film this video is I was so fucking, I was replying to these conservatives on these videos because there's so much populist motivation. There's so much populism among what happened with, and I'm like, conservatives, are you supporting Marxism? When you say you want single payer healthcare, that's Marxism, that's communism. Why are you in favor? How does being a conservative make you in favor of single payer healthcare? I mean, seriously, this is us waking them up, man. Waking them up to the truth that these people, these Brian Thompsons of the world, Brian Thompson, yes, how much more money can I get today? Yes. From extorting working people, man. The reason everything's so fucking expensive in America is because greedflation. These rich people charge more because they can, and as a result, everything else has to cost more so that those people can afford the shit that they need to operate. It's greed, man. You look at products made in the Soviet Union, those products are built to last. You look at products built in capitalist America, those products are built to be broken so that you will have to buy more. I mean, capitalism is the least efficient system. I mean, all it is just laissez-faire. Capitalism is just hands-off. Well, it's a little complicated because it does involve the bribing of politicians. Because government, in theory, is supposed to keep capitalism in check. The greatest enemy to capitalism is the government. And that's why you have lobbyists. So they can lobby the government to prevent systematic change from happening. So you had Brian Thompson, he would take the money he would extort from working people and denying 32% of the claims, and he would use that money to bribe politicians to prevent them from voting on bills that would systematically change the system. They don't, these fucking parasites, they don't want single-payer healthcare because that would mean they go out of business. They want to be able to keep extorting Americans. On my phone? Yeah. But yeah, I really want to, there's a Crown van. I wonder if one of our forklifts is getting repaired. I'm kind of late, but it's whatever. Capitalism is such a fascinating thing, man. It's so fascinating because it really is a pyramid. And the way the pyramid works is the people on top use the people below them to keep in line the people who are even below them. So rich people use poor people to keep poor people in check.
And you like this watch. Well, making it required slave labor. But, we don't have to have slave labor, but you're not going to get a watch.
Of course, that's not true. We don't have to surrender, lifestyle to abolish slavery. Because robots, we can exploit robots. Robots aren't people. A chicken is a person. A whale is a person. I'm a person. But a robot is not a person because a robot doesn't have a mind. You have to understand biology to understand what I'm talking about, but they don't have minds, so they can be extorted. The idea of halting automation so that factory workers can have a job is absurd. We need centralized planning. We need to plan for the future. We need to, government should have absolute authority regarding birth, dude, what's the point of halting progress if it means sustaining your own existence? Sir, that's very anti-communistic of you. We have robots to take over all the jobs and we reduce the population. That's what we need, is to reduce the population. Not by killing and only having one family rule, but by the communion of people, the consolidation of energy into one single body. That is communism.